Gullmarsplan, which is mostly in the open air, as you can kind of see behind me. I'm in the decked over part, the part that's covered. The station is upstairs, and the station has 4 tracks because this is where Tunnelbana 1, the green line, splits going south. 2 of the lines go that way. And one of the lines goes that way. That's the train we just got off of, closing its doors. So let's look around a little bit here.
We're going to go to the north end of the platform just to see the whole platform, so to speak. To our left are the northbound platforms. There's a southbound train coming in. I think this is a train for ScoutNet. Nope, that's just fine. I just can't read. Up here you can also see there is a layup track with a little walkway. There's also one south of the station on the branch toward Hagsätra. So, yeah. Also, we see a signal here, even though this is the signal for the northbound direction, even though this is a southbound track. And that's because since they swapped out the signaling system on Tunnelbana 1, the green line, back in the late 1990s, it's been fully reverse signaled, so trains can operate in either direction on the whole line everywhere. So, yes. Also, we can see here that we're standing at the south end of the northbound platform, and I'm so confused. The north end of the northbound platform, and we are on the north end of the southbound platform, and the north end of the northbound platform does not align with this one. There's some space in between. Also, what you're seeing there is a train on Tunnelbana, the light rail line, which we'll go and look at that station also in just a minute. This station actually used to have 5 tracks. There was a center track that did not have a platform face that was used for things like work trains. And some years ago they widened the northbound platform, covered over the one existing northbound track. So what used to be the center track that was not a platform track became the one northbound track. So, yes, you can see that if you look. Yes, you can see that these wooden braces under the platform on the opposite side, if you look carefully, you may be able to see that they're covering an old track. So, yes. In this direction is the line to Hagsätra. This is the line that goes to Forstelstrand and ScoutNet. We're going up to the ticket hall, which we can just glance around for a moment, and then we'll run down to the Tunnelbana light rail station and check that out a little bit. And then we can proceed south to Gullmarsplan. Behind these yellow hoardings, there used to be stairways and things, but these blue signs tell you that they are building the blue line here. There's going to be a blue line station here. So Yeah, that's what's happening behind the hoardings. They're doing all sorts of construction and stuff. I actually want to look at this. So. Interesting to see how the platform is going to be positioned. Also, this image shows us where and this is SL being stupid once again. In order to change between the blue and green lines here, you will have to go outside fare control to make the transfer. Which, I mean, SL always does this, and I don't know why. It just makes for a much poorer transfer. But anyway. This is what they now have instead of conductors. They used to have conductors on this line, and they got rid of them, which is foolish if you ask me. But anyway, you're supposed to blip your card here. The other thing that's interesting is that you actually can exit at this end of the platform. And in order to do so, you have to cross the track. So there are pedestrian signals telling you when it's okay to cross the track. Over here in this area, there used to be a windmill. No, it's right there. It's there. There it is. And near there was the original signal box, for lack of a better term, for the Tunnelbana. When it was just Tunnelbana 1. And now it's up there. The traffic control for Tunnelbana 1 is up in that building that's above the station. So. We can see that train is a northbound train on line 19 from Hagsätra. And what's directly below us is Trabanan, the light rail line. So, and by the way, in the distance you can see a round building that is, as far as I know, still the world's largest spherical building. People just call it Globen, that's what it used to always be called. But it's also officially now known as Avicii Arena after a musician who died at a fairly young age.
Ni får sprida ut er längs hela plattformen och använd samtliga dörrkar. Vita linjen får ej beträdas förutom vid av- och
This is the main street exit from Gullmarsplan to Johannesholmsvägen. Okay. Here, there's separate fare control for northbound and southbound. Since we want to go south, we have to go to the other side. What's right here next to us is for the northbound side. I forgot something. There's a very big bus terminal here, so we're going to take a look at that as well, just for a moment. I haven't been here in a very long time, so we'll just go up the stairway and check out the bus terminal. This is a fairly decent sized bus terminal, as you can see. Quite a few lines and quite a few stop locations. So I think we would use the stairway if we wanted to go down and walk to Globen, which we do not. So we'll go back in and go south on the tunnelbana. There are two countdown clocks here because there are two tracks. One for trains on line 19 and one for trains on line 17 and 18. There are no entrances on this side, so around we go. Here's our train. We want to go to Primary, so we will take this train.